tavallaan tälle päivälle. Ei ole muuten ollut tässä
Okay, good morning everyone and welcome back to the Climate University workshop here in Metropolia. I think most of us understand Finnish, but maybe it's better to continue in English, at least this part, as we have also streaming on and might have online participants and have promised to have the program in English. So today I start with a short introduction of the Climate University project and the courses we are preparing, and then we get hands-on so that we have a poster walk in this workshop area where we already were, and I wish all the working groups to find a person to present a poster, and then all others can circulate around them and leave notes and comments, and the working groups then collect the comments, and after lunch we go to separate rooms where working groups and other collaborators are welcome to workshop and co-create these new courses we are preparing, and in the end we will wrap up the day and craft the next steps. Most of you were here already yesterday, I think, so maybe I don't need to repeat the background of the Climate University project, so we can go more into the courses. But what we are doing is teaching and learning for sustainable future and joint online courses for universities. And our vision is that we need a new generation with skills to solve these grand challenges of climate change and sustainability. And we are 11 universities collaborating and with the funding from Ministry of Education and Culture. So yesterday I was asked to introduce a bit more in detail what is the course structure of those courses we already have, to give some background to the new courses we are now preparing. So I use here now Climate Now as an example, and then a bit about Leadership for Sustainable Change course as well. So in the Climate Now course we have a website, climatenow.fi or ilmastonyt.fi, where is the background of the project described, and I have also now collected the list of the courses universities are giving based on this material, and please let me know if some of those is missing. And then this website leads to the University of Helsinki MOOC platform, where anyone can get in as a guest. So guests can all the material and a certificate. Then either with login or just your own account, which can be anything. And get a certificate in the end of the course. And this is how it looks like when you click in the first chapter. So material, and each section has several which then this has been a bit complicated some. First there is text and there looks for some so these things are not returned at the MOOC form, but they are for the teacher to decide how to do. So only the quizzes are and you get a certificate based on the quizzes, but then there are also other and then teacher to decide. Course this year done so weekly assignments. So we have 7 weeks in our period in University of Health. As there are 7 sections in the climate model, students are asked to send us. There are also assignments, and as for example, there are climate change, what it's about, which has 3 books. Each of the 3 have a set of assignments. We have let the students to choose that they return. 3 and they can choose 1 assignment per book. And our assistants are grading these assignments. But we are now working for also to get to the MOOC platform the returning system with correct answers. So there would be model answer and then peer review for these assignments. So it would be less work for the course assistants if it would be peer reviewed, but then it's also more work for the students. So this is not automated at the moment on the platform, but the quizzes are, and there are 7 quizzes. So in the end of each section there is a quiz, and once you have answered these 7 quizzes, each quiz has 10 questions every time you open the quiz, but actually in the question bank there is something like 30 questions per quiz. So it randomly chooses 10 quizzes out of the question bank, and you can try these quizzes as many times as you want to, and that's why there is also this a bit larger question bank, so you don't get the same questions every time you answer the quiz. And based on the quizzes you get this certificate, but this is not the university credit points. And we have also wanted to keep it so that we don't give university credit points to anyone based on only this certificate, because we cannot guarantee who has done the quizzes, or this is just a PDF. So if someone has just copy-pasted with graphical design programs, just copy-pasted his or her name there. So that's why we don't want to give university credit points only based on this certificate, and we don't also want other universities to do that either, but somehow also to guarantee that the student in question has studied the material and learned something. So this Climate Now material in the Climate Now platform is learning material for and resources for the teacher to design a course on the basics of climate change. So students can study the material by themselves online, do the quizzes, get the certificate, but then there are those assignments in the end of each section, and also some larger assignments, instructions for 3 project works, a learning diary model, and applied videos that the teacher can use as he or she wants to. and there are teacher's guide and guidelines, but it is up to the teacher how to use the assignments, how to use the project works, do them or not, do a project work of his or her own. The learning diary can be reformulated, like we did this year in University of Helsinki. We made quite a different learning diary than what is the model version in the Climate Now platform. And for these modifications, we have now created teacher discussion forum to the Climate Now platform, and I have added there all of those university teachers I know that are teaching the Climate Now course. So only those I personally know that they are teaching the course, and if you know someone else, please let me know. So there we teachers can share the best practices of teaching the course, also model answers and students' feedback on how to improve the material. And I've, for example, put there this new learning diary model we have used in University of Helsinki for others to take a look at and use also. These videos we have in Climate Now material, they are also in YouTube. You find the channel with the name Ilmasto Nyt. There are some lectures, for example, on the basics of the greenhouse effect and 100% renewable energy system. Then there are interviews of experts of different fields of the Finnish society on how climate change is seen in, for example, coffee industry. Elisa Markula here is talking about how climate change affects coffee production and coffee business in Finland and internationally. And Pekka Haavisto is talking about how is climate change affecting the refugee situation. And then we have more applied perspectives. We had an artist working with us in this Climate Now project, and here she is drawing the carbon cycle with a piece of carbon, which was quite beautiful, I think. And then Anna Lehtonen, who is an educator, she is here on the stage of a theater asking what is your role in this global play called climate change, and what kind of phrases are your phrases in this theater play. And this has been in our course, for example, a part of the more applied questions to the students in the learning diary to reflect their emotions and feelings and their role related to climate change issues. And all these videos are freely available also in YouTube and to be used in any teaching, so you don't need to stick into the Climate Now course, but you can use them as part of any teaching you want to. So here are the learning objectives of the Climate Now course. But here, do you want to ask something about how the assignments and the MOOC platform and contact teaching and online material, how it has been working? Currently there are Climate Now courses in 7 universities in Finland, and each of them have a bit different implementation. So every one of them have a teacher who has decided how to utilize the online material and what kind of assignments and projects to do with the teachers and how to grade. But this online material has been a resource to help the teacher to design a course on the basics of climate change. Sorry.
You said that each university is implementing this course in a slightly different way. Can you describe these differences? Do you have idea?
Well, we have, for example, Jussi here on the background, if you want to say a word of what you are doing in Oulu right now.
Well, we are following the same approach quite closely. We have a different number of these contact teaching sessions, so we have 5. And we have the same elements. We do the group work differently. So we have very much weight on this first group work. That's more, the small material that we have changed a bit, and then we have the second group work for those who make the 5 credit points. And versus the course, it's more free-form, so it's about students are asked more to reflect their own field, and we are hoping that they actually produce a video like that. But otherwise, we are following pretty much this what Lars has described, maybe with this contact teaching that we try to, we are not very thematic in the sense that we stick pretty close to material, but we are trying to bring new viewpoints and update it a bit.
So my experience is that although we have a detailed structure of the course and guidelines for the teacher how to use it, every university teacher wants to design the course so that it looks like his or her own. So we need to be flexible in that. Do you, Mikko, want to say a word about Tampere course?
Yeah, we have one go at the moment, and it was not a very big one yet, but we flipped it a little bit around, so we put more emphasis on the second project work. So we have treated the first like guided project work, more of the learning of how to do the project work together, and then the second one was even like over half of the course to actually go in depth in one theme and produce them something for the others. And kind of we spent a lot of emphasis, and we got very nice project works out of that from the groups, and we kept the groups the same for both ones, so we didn't have a separation into different amounts of credit points.
So in Helsinki you have been able to do either 2 credit points, then you do only the online material and online certificate plus a short learning diary, or then you can do 5 credit points where you do these, and in addition to these you do the weekly assignments and a group project. And the group project this year has been such that the students have designed their own climate project, and they write a project plan and present their own climate project, and there are certain assessment criteria for that. You had a question?
Yeah, I'm a student in the climate now, but I'm taking only the 2 credits course, and I need a bit feedback from the contact sessions are really huge and large, and you get a lot of information, but I missed a bit debate with the teachers and the specialists, but I don't know, probably in the grouping, in the group work, you ask more questions to the teachers and you think more about, but if you take only the 2 credits, there is no possibility to discuss.
Very important comment. So in University of Helsinki course we have now 270 students, and we have a big auditorium for the 4 contact sessions we have, and we try to make them interactive, but of course if you have 270 students it cannot be so personal. But in these issues of climate change, I think it's important for the students to really meet and discuss and share what they find difficult, and be able to discuss that with someone. So we have utilized the group, although the group works are the places where the students can share, and we have also facilitated group works. So there are teachers available in the group, some of the group meeting spaces where they can ask and discuss. And we have tried to also organize for online groups this kind of facilitated meetings online. So we have online students, we have students in Helsinki, we have also Open University students, and our course are quite mixed background. I don't know if this clarified anything. Yeah.
I was just wondering that when you now have this experience about this climate now, is there something what should be changed for these new courses you are now creating, or are there something which which are so good that has to be taken also to these new ones?
Something that has caused hassle and misunderstanding is that the MOOC material is static and there are only the quizzes and no interaction. And then all the interaction with the students happens in our university module. And this is something that makes it not so user-friendly, that you have to flip between the university module and the MOOC. So now we are doing the new course materials to DigiCampus platform. I will say a couple of words about that later, but then we can create copies of the course material and then keep courses in one platform. I will say a couple of words of the Leadership for Sustainable Change course as well, because here we have this implementation so that we have only one platform where we run the course. So here we have the static Leadership for Sustainable Change MOOC, but then we have created a copy, Leadership for Sustainable Change 2019, for the course we run this autumn, and the material was prepared in collaboration with University of Helsinki and Tampere University, and we are also running the course in collaboration with University of Helsinki and Tampere University. And on the same MOOC platform we have teachers from University of Helsinki and Tampere University at the same time. We have students from University of Helsinki and Tampere University at the same time, and we grade them mixed, but then just register our own students to these two universities. And it has worked very well, and we wish to get University of Jyväskylä also on board next round. And this course was quite popular, and we got very good feedback. We had 117 students who actually passed the course and got the 5 credits this autumn, and they were quite evenly distributed with University of Helsinki, Tampere University and Open University students. And we had 26 very different project assignments to create interesting topics where they worked for concrete change projects. They made plans for concrete change projects which had a linkage to real organizations. I didn't have time to make this table for this year's course, but last year we had, for example, these cases that the students made sustainability transition plans to. And our students, they wished that we would have some kind of continuation or community after the course to continue discussing on these topics, and for that we created a LinkedIn alumni group for the course, and it has been surprisingly active and nice to have an alumni group where those Open University students who are already working in companies in different kind of positions, and then our students in the same alumni group to share and maybe find future jobs in the field as well.
Can I ask,
Yes.
This is just a detail, but how did you create the groups in that specific case when you have both Open University and ordinary university students?
We try to mix them as well as possible. So we try to have Open University students, Tampere University students and Helsinki University students mixed as much as possible, so that there would be exchange of different kinds of knowledge. And I think it worked very well in this leadership course, so that we had in the same group there were people who are already in working life in companies. Many of them were already sustainability managers or such, and then students of of the Faculty of Management and students of Environmental or Climate Sciences. So I think that was a big part of the learning outcomes of the students, that they were able to discuss these topics in such a different groups. So now in Climate University we are doing these new courses, and we will soon go to workshop them more. So one of the new courses is Solutions Now, where we have collected concrete sustainability or climate challenges from companies or cities or NGOs that we have as collaborators in this Climate University project. In the first round we got 12 challenges. I think now when we have started to recollect them, we have a bit less at the moment, so more are also welcome for the January course that is piloted in collaboration with Turku University of Applied Sciences, University of Helsinki, Metropolia and Lab Universities of Applied Sciences. And this work package is led by Turku University of Applied Sciences. Sara was here yesterday, but unfortunately is not able to come today, but Nina is there, and you can probably host the poster and lead the workshop today about the Solutions Now course. So this is also going to be an online course, and we are going to have, at least in the pilot course, students of 4 universities in the platform at the same time, and also mix the groups, and then those collaborators have given the sustainability challenges, and on the online platform there are instructions how to start solving these challenges in that group. And there is online help available for the students in a facilitated way throughout the 7 weeks course. And both in the middle and in the end, the collaborators are asked to give feedback to the students about their proposed solutions. Then we have Sustainable Now coming. It's based on largely same principles as Climate Now, but now the focus is in sustainability and linkages between sustainability and climate change. And this is also going to be a free online learning material or resource where teachers can find online learning material and assignments and course instructions how to lead a course, 5 credits course on basics of sustainability in a bachelor level. So like Climate Now is for anyone to take. Also here there are no prerequisites to take the Sustainable Now course. And this is produced both in Finnish and in English. Now the poster is in Finnish as the working group has been working in Finnish, and we'll do the material first in Finnish. And Sari Puustinen is here, who is leading the workshop today on the Sustainable Now course. And the idea has been to go through the 4 aspects of sustainability: the ecological, social, economic and cultural sustainability, and then also to discuss how are the climate goals and sustainability goals, how are they overlapping and also conflicting, and what kind of choices we make when we try to achieve both a sustainable world and the carbon neutral world. And here also idea has been that there is this online material you can study that is like 2 or 3 credit points, but then there are assignments, applied assignments or project assignments, and if you take also those, then it's the 5 credit points course. Then we have systems change now, which is about systemic thinking and systemic change in the society. This is now advanced course for the master's level, and we expect the students to have studied either climate now or sustainable now before taking this course, or to have the equal knowledge from other courses. And systems change now course is led by Anna and Mikko. Mikko at least is here. Anna was here yesterday, but it's not today, and you are leading this workshop today. So this is about how to think in systems, how to approach complex problems like climate change, and what kind of tools can be used in approaching this kind of systemic challenges, and for example how futures thinking tools can be used in these grand global challenges. And this is produced only in English. And these 3 courses that I now mentioned, these are the ones that we will especially concentrate on in this workshop, but we have also a small module coming on climate communication. It is 1 credit and led by Myyrmäen from Oulu University, and we were just workshopping this in the Oulu workshop some months ago. As well as the high school edition of Climate Now, that is led by Jussi there in the back row, and here we are making an update and modification of the Climate Now material for the high schools to utilize. There is also a poster about that, but we will not have a separate workshop because that was done in Oulu some time ago. And then we have statistical tools for climate and atmospheric science, online MOOC coming led by University of Eastern Finland, Santtu Mikkonen, and that we will workshop in the Kuopio workshop in May. Unfortunately, there's no poster of this here because Santtu was not able to come here for this workshop. But in Kuopio in May, we will have an opportunity to contribute to that one as well. So based on these new courses, a module can be done. And in University of Helsinki, we have already crafted this Climate University module that can be taken in the scope of 15 to 35 credits. And it's now in our master's program in atmospheric sciences. So it's a master's level, but students can take it in any phase of their studies. Students can choose any 15 to 35 credits they want to out of these courses in the curriculum. Yes?
You said that it's for any part of the studies, it's also for doctoral studies.
Yes.
So can you repeat the question?
Question was if it can also be taken as part of doctoral studies, and yes. And we also plan to provide this module via Open University. So all of these courses are planned to be given as part of the Open University curriculum, and also this module, Climate University module. But you are very welcome and encouraged to open these courses in your universities as well, and have collaboration with your open universities, and also think of if you could provide a module based on the courses you are providing and collaborating in that with your open universities. Then in this workshop area we are soon heading to, there is also one poster about the Climate University course principles. This is not the finalized version of it, but it's also something to co-design and think and comment. So Mikko has made a colorful poster next to the coffee table in that area. But our basic principles are that we provide online materials that are open for everyone with the Creative Commons CC BY SA license, so anyone can use them. Anyone can also modify them as long as they cite to the original material and use the same license as we have in the material. Our courses are impactful and solution orientated, so we are not only delivering information or knowledge, but really we want to transform the thinking of the students and really give them capabilities and skills and power to tackle these grand challenges, really go into them and do the changes that are needed in the society. Our courses are science-based, so we have the strong research and data background in everything we provide, and all is done in multidisciplinary collaboration. But you are welcome to continue this list and comment the poster. Then some words about the platform. So I already mentioned that the new courses are to be made to a DigiCampus platform. This is a new joint teaching platform for universities in Finland. It is also a top initiative of Ministry of Education and Culture, like Climate University, led by University of Eastern Finland. But this is already I think we run out of batteries. No, it works again. Okay. So this is the Moodle. Okay, so this is a Moodle with Haka login that works for all universities in Finland. So all universities with Haka login can log in to this platform with the university accounts, and then there are also other login options for those who are not university students in Finland. And our idea is that we produce our courses to this DigiCampus platform, probably so that the basic course material is in the open courses category, where anyone can take a look and study the online available part of the material. But then when we run the courses, we can take a copy from here, either to my university's course, where it is run only for my university students, or to common courses that can be run in university collaboration. So like the leadership course we have in collaboration with University of Helsinki and Tampere University, we could take a copy of the basic course material to here and run our course in collaboration to our students in this course category. And then we are having a Climate University section in this DigiCampus where all our courses are then available. And this is a Moodle platform with all Moodle add-ins and all possible Moodle types of assignments. Another thing that was also new to me, but luckily I visited the DigiCampus Roadshow and got to know that there is Open Educational Resources Bank designed by CSC, the IT Center for Science in Finland, where they plan to, also funded by Ministry of Education and Culture, to collect all open educational resources in Finland for all levels of education. And this is definitely something where we would like to link our materials also. So here teachers of any level of educational field can go in and try to find what kind of educational materials they can use in their teaching, and requirement is that it has to be CC licensed, like our materials are. So that was mainly it, what I had planned for this morning. But please mark down to your calendars these coming workshops, where we continue this work in Espoo in March and in Kuopio in May. And join our email list and LinkedIn group, and welcome to continue the collaboration. But the problem today is so that now we go back to this workshop area, and I wish that at least one of each poster working group persons stays next to the poster, is there to present it. You can also change the person so that not the one person needs to stand there all the time, but you can change the person who is presenting, and then have the opportunity to go around and ask and comment the other posters as well. Then we will have lunch in the same area, and after that we will have 3 parallel workshops in the 2nd floor of this building. Then they will guide us there, and I hope you take the posters, or at least the comments you have got to the posters, with you to the workshop, and you will be provided with more paper and post-its and pencils, and to workshop the comments you have got and the material plan further on with the working groups, and everybody is welcome to join. And you can also go to a different working group than you are. If I'm working for Sustainable Now course, you can also decide to go to Systems Change course working group to see what they are planning and discussing, and contribute and exchange ideas. And in the end, after these workshops, I wish one person from each workshop to present us what was discussed in your group. There is like 7 minutes for each room to present what were the outcomes in your workshop, and then we will summarize the day with a joint discussion of the next steps. Any questions? Jussi.
Okay, this is not a question but a practical comment. So all of those working groups that are actually now only putting their work to DigiCampus, working there or planning to do so. So please all, if you haven't done so yet, log into DigiCampus and agree with the terms of use there. Because once you have done it, then you are available there as someone starts to plan a course, you can be added as a teacher. And then you have right-rated material in the course area. But even without doing this, it's not possible to have people there to modify materials.
So go to digicampus.fi and just log in, and then we will see you as a possible list of students or teachers and can add you to those working groups. Other comments or questions? Anything?
Just a small mistake in the classroom. 1 decimal figure is false. System change now is in A238.2, and they are next to each other. So if you go to the wrong classroom, it's not a big problem.
So 0.1 decimal mistake, not too bad. If there's nothing else, I think we can continue to this workshop area and start the poster walk around the room. Enjoy.